Hello, Kukomi here, and welcome back to another episode of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Last time, we did exactly what our rickety old bolt told us not to do and played games with kids and this guy, who like pretending to be a pirate. And I did not mean to talk to you, but okay. What? Can't you see we're busy? I know we're super cute and all, but that doesn't mean you can just come up and talk to us whenever you like. Jeepers! Well, you just talk like out of your 50s cartoon, don't you? Well, it's fine. So remember last episode when I said that we would be leaving today? Yeah, no we're not. We got more stuff to do. I wrote down all the stuff we need to do before we left Windfall, and I realized we only did about half of it. It's going to be another episode, probably, before we go. But we want to start by heading back to Linda's place. Actually, before we do that, I wanted to touch on something here that I didn't bring up in Salvatore's minigame yesterday. It turns out there's another treasure chart you get from this. And not only that, but you need to beat the high score to get it. Treasure chart number 23, I believe? If you beat his game a third time, getting a score of 20 or higher, or lower, I guess it'd be a score of 20 or lower. And getting it within 20 shots or lower, you will get treasure chart number 23. Maybe you'll see footage like in the top right now of me getting that, but I'm not going to do that on screen. And I just realized I forgot to start my timer. We've been going for about a minute now, I think. But that's fine. There we go, timer start. But yes. I just want to bring that up. I'm not going to do this on screen. I'm going to do it in my own time off screen. But just know that it's there. But what are we going to do today, you ask? Well... we did meet a lover of photographs yesterday. Why don't we see what he's up to? You see, young sir, I have been studying picto boxes since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible pictography capabilities at long last nearing fruition. But now I've grown old and have no real desire to leave this island. Young sir, I hesitate to ask, but could you perchance become my pictograph assistant? Oh, really and truly, my heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must test you. The path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whosoever takes on the role of my assistant be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue and promptly complete it without hesitation. It will be quite a challenge, I assure you. Are you still sure you want to do this? Huh, you must share my love of pictograph. What is your name, young sir? Link, is it? Very well. I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall become my number 1 assistant, Link. Do you have other assistants? Now then, for my first command. A love letter. Do you know what that is, young sir? It is a collection of words of love, long unspoken and put into written form. Somewhere in this town there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion and continues to write letters of doomed love. I am certain the object of this sadly one-sided affection is quite a quandary over the matter. I am of a mind that I must have a word with this unwanted suitor. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letters. That sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease. Well, luckily for you, guy, I totally didn't do this before in a past life or anything, so I totally know what to do. Yeah, definitely. Admittedly, I've been on the side of... Oh, hello. You know, you kind of remind me of Mario. Maybe it's the red overalls. Let's see what you're up to. Hey there, boy. Did you happen to see the post box down near the docks? Well, just so you know, if you want to send someone a letter, just set it to Y, X, or R, and use that button to put in the post box. It's just that easy. Before long, the retail postman will come to deliver it to whomever you send it to. He's a hard-working fellow, I tell you. Interesting that he would bring it up. And go away, kids. But yes, on the topic, I have been that unwanted suitor before who's had unrequited love towards a girl and was rejected, though actually I got the message after the first time and didn't really. I contacted her once afterwards with an offer to be friends, and she shot me down on that. Yes, if you get too close to him, he'll turn around, but other than that, he'll start walking. You can sort of get where this is going. But enough about my love life, my sad excuse of a love life. Thankfully, it's not like if he sees you, he will just stop and like start from the beginning, because I know there are games that'll do that. You don't see me. Keep going, good sir. If you really want to, what you can do is you can go over here to the post box. Not you, not you. No, no, go away, go away, go away. I'm not talking to you. Pull out your pick-to-box camera, and yes, I'm still playing with a Pro Controller. Actually, I was planning on stopping playing after the last episode, but then I realized I looked at my document that I had stuff written down on, and I found that I was wrong about a few things that we had to do on Windfall, and so I just got back to recording this immediately. But yes, I have been on the side of being the heartbroken guy who really wanted the girl, but unlike this guy, I actually got it after the first time. I can at least say that much. But unrequited love sucks. I can say that much too. Well, I was hoping for at least some form of friendship, but that is a story for another time, and a story I'd actually rather not go too much into, as this game is not about my personal woes. So right now, we're just going to stalk this guy and take a picture of him being desperate. Yay! And then there's just this random guy right here. Is he coming? Should be coming. Soon, friend, soon. Oh yeah, just take your time, Sean. Actually, can we just stand right here? Does, like, it count? No, the bush does sort of block our view. So I think if you stand about here, and I swear, if that old man... God dang it! No, stop it. Stop it. I get you're worried about your daughter. I think any person would, but annoying a random person about it is not okay. No, bad. Bad. Now, where was I? Alright, stalking a guy. Let's see. Soon. Soon. Any second now. Of course, the fine art of a photographer must be willing to... Oh, hey, I was about to say we should just cut ahead, but nope. Just on time. We must wait. Just like a fisherman or something like that, I don't know. There's something poetic somewhere in that. Wait, seriously? He didn't even put it in the box! Let's see, was that all I need to send? I didn't forget anything, did I? Wait, I didn't say the picture? I guess this means I have to go retake the picture now. Yes, you can reset his walking thing by going in a door and then going back out. This is going to be a few minutes, so I will see you guys in a second. Cut forward. Caught red-handed. Okay, hopefully this picture counts. I'm worried I was a little too far away. But yes, you can choose to show a specific pictograph to the guy. Oh, a pictograph. You know, there's a faint... Please tell me that picture counted. I really don't want to have to stalk him for a third time. That's getting kind of annoying. I'm worried I didn't zoom in and get a good enough shot of him. Because I think he's supposed to react if you show it to him. Well, let's see if this counts. Please count. Please count. I think he said to not take it from a distance. Jeez. Please count, please count, please count. No! I'll be right back. That's not creepy or anything. I'm totally not spying and trying to take a picture of you. No, oh god, no, please, hurry. Not that. Okay, zoom in. Beret guy, don't you dare stand in the way. Okay, so I think we need to zoom out a little. Alright, that should be good. Oh my god, I was about to say, if you dare stood in my way. Oh god. Let's show him the picture. Oh, what are you doing taking pictures like this? I only said something like this to my future wife. Well, that... Buddy, you and I need to have a talk. Like, seriously. I like how I drew my sword for that. But like, seriously. If there's anything you can learn, it's that no means no. It doesn't mean maybe at a later date. It means no. Okay. Well, hopefully, this guy who I like to believe is Link's granddad. That's my headcanon. In case you didn't see last episode, he said he met a young lass at Outside Island who should be quite old now. He is totally Link's granddad. That is my headcanon. Oh, now this is a finely snapped photograph indeed. Thank you, because that's a... Because seriously, that took like 4 minutes of waiting. Multiple times, so it took like 8 to 10 minutes. It was ridiculous. They say love is blind. But what could he be thinking, mailing all these letters? And I just realized I forgot to resume my timer. I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Yeah, I sort of agree with him. Like, you can't be too judgmental because you understand how he feels, but at the same time, that's not okay. Like, dude, stop. That's just not okay. You don't do that. That's creepy. Weird. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest surprise. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in pictograph. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task? This is the one I wasn't actually sure how to get when I first played this game. I had to look this one up. I don't know if my sister managed to figure it out on her own. I would have to ask her. What you want to do is you want to go over to this cafe. We haven't actually been in here yet. Yeah, already this is like in the corner of the town where you would never think to go. And you see this guy. Lately, I've been hearing that monsters from the Forsaken Fortress have been going around and kidnapping girls with long ears. I can't believe it. After all, 2 girls from Windfall have already been kidnapped. Poor Maggie and Milla. It just breaks my heart to think about this too. Both of their fathers are desperate to find anyone who could rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering. So much fear, you say? Oh, wait, I meant to throw it. It's gonna... Nah, I don't like that pictograph. There we go. Ah, that's good enough. I like how we got the rupee in it. No. I wanted to show you a picture. Oh, wait, that posted it. Whoops. I was wondering why the volume went off for a second. I just want to show him the picture. Is that okay? No, I want to show him the picture. Okay, I guess I'm not showing it to him then. Well, hopefully... I've never talked to you before. I don't even remember you existing. Your hair is weird. Welcome. Oh my, you're a very small customer, aren't you? Well, that's fine, of course. You just feel free to look around. Is that Moo Moo milk back there? Nah, they don't have cows in this world. Who am I kidding? But that means they don't have burgers. That is a true crime. If you don't have burgers... That is a crime among all crimes. And yes, he's still sending letters. Like, seriously, guy. You need help, man. You need help. Killer Bees, do something. You're the Mafia, right? I can trust you to do something about him. Don't kill him, though. No, don't do that. That's not okay. So let's go back and tell Granddad our stunning discovery. I'll show him this one. Oh, now this is a finely stamped pictograph indeed. Clearly this individual must be the town's most timid of denizens. Here is his constant companion. I cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, is it me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? Are you coming on to him? Jeez. Very good, young sir. And this means you have passed my second test. I mean, I don't judge you if you're into guys, but still, like... I'm pretty sure you're quite a bit older than him. Come on, Granddad. What would Grandma say if she heard you say this? I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. That sounds really bad out of context. Okay. Very good. Next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. Somewhere in this town is a couple, a man and a woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, and yet for reasons unknown, the two have never spoken. Even when they happen, by chance, to pass each other in the road, they each steal a brief, furtive glance of the other, but they suppress their longing in their hearts. I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, archer of love. God, you're sticking your nose in business that's not your own, man. These two are timid burglars in the house of love, and you must capture a pictograph of them thinking their future thoughts. Listen, I'm not going to invade their bedroom at night and see what they're doing to themselves while they're thinking of the other person. Just saying. I am not doing that. And, young Master Link, if and when, hope beyond hope, you manage to complete this task, then you shall be my #1 pupil. Oh ho ho ho, does it not excite you? Good luck to you, young sir. Well, are you ready to play the waiting game again? Because I sure am totally not. That's literally all this episode's been. But let's talk to you. I totally may not be subtly hinting at what's going on. Well, what do you think of my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute? It's got a Chinese vibe to it. A friend of mine who lives on Outside Island... Are you like the pot lady's sister or something? That sounded a lot better in my head. Wow. Are you the pot lady's sister? Or friend, I guess. But wow. I don't know. They look like they could be sisters. She's an amazing girl. She could put Yep, she's the pot. She knows the pot lady. And the more I'm calling her that, the more... my mind is so bad. The pot lady. But yes, why don't we go ahead and spring down. And we got this guy. We've never talked to him before. Let's see what you have to say. The sea is a fine thing, to be sure, but it's not like I can get back to town again now that I can It's not until I get back to town again that I can really relax. Know what I mean? And when I see the area around this fine-looking gate we got here, well, that's when I really start feeling good. Yeah, that gate in particular just says, at long last, you're home, my boy. I suppose that's the feeling I'm talking about, that coming home feeling. I know how that feels. There are times where, like, I think something's really relaxing, but I can't relax because, like, I'm not home. And yeah. Let's go check out this tingle bottle really quick. Ooh, spoopy. And that is something we'll be getting to later in the game. There's a little, thing. So yeah, well, yeah, that. Spoopy. Oh, so very spoopy. Well, it's fun to just see pictures people take. And you might have noticed that picture was in color. Whoa. Oh, you pesky little brat. Nobody understands how I feel. Do you hear me? Nobody. Not you. Not anybody. Wait. Are you trying to tell me that you do understand how I feel? I'm not that mean. Oh, really? Then how about a little test to see if you really do? I want you to take a pictograph, the first perfectly round, pale thing you could think of, and show it to me. If you show me something that's exactly the same as my favorite thing, then you win. I'll acknowledge that you understand the inner workings of my heart and mind. It's quite simple, riddle, isn't it? Now quickly, bring me the pictograph. Okay, Sasuke. But I'm looking for something specific. There you are. Hello, Mr. Fashionable Beret Guy. So anyway, taking strolls around is kind of like a hobby of mine. I'm always moving, buddy. But do you think it's strange for a young guy like me to walk around so much? Well, whatever. I'll tell you one thing. Because I take so many strolls, I know all the best walking courses in town. Take that little path beside the bomb shop, for example. How many people in town know that it kind of sneaks around behind the building? I think I'm the only one, buddy. Nah, the kid totally knew. There's a kid hid back there. And no, we're not talking to you, old man. I heard you. But no, we're not doing it. So if you haven't taken a guess from my hinting by now at who we're going to need to spy on, we're going to fast forward a few minutes here. Don't mind me. I'm totally not hinting at anything or being creepy. Nope, not at all. Totally not creepy. No creepness factor here whatsoever. Nope, nuh-uh. I'll cut and see you guys. Okay, I like how we're waiting for, like, the two people to come and stare into each other's eyes, and then Ivan just walks on the screen. Wait, is he walking towards me? What are you doing, you little kid? Stop it! Stop it! Kid, can't you see I'm trying to do something here? Little kids. Alright, well, as so long as they don't get into the frame. I swear to God, if you mess up my picture, you little... I was gonna say little pipsqueaks, but that sounds just very... Calling someone a pipsqueak just sounds weird. Like, not wrong, like some of the other stuff I've said already. But, yeah. Well, fast forward powers, do your thing. I'll see you guys whenever this happens. That actually took a lot shorter than I thought. But hey, I'll take it. It's better than waiting for the guy who's sending a ton of hopeless letters to a girl that's probably really creeping her out, and yeah. Oh, wait, I need to actually show you the photo. Not crouch. There we go. This is the photo. Oh, this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their passion. You have done well, Link. I shall promptly take this pictograph for you and use it most efficiently. Now then, my young sir, you have completed all of the tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby proudly call you my assistant, Link. And no assistant of mine will be seen going around taking pictographs in a monochrome. Not in a monochrome, but not in a million years. So here, allow me to present you with this Pictobox. With this, we have the deluxe Pictobox. And we can now take pictographs in color. I recommend getting this as soon as you can. Until now, you can only take black and white pictographs, but now you can take color, yes. Well, why don't we make good use of it immediately? And you know what the best thing to do when you get a new camera is? Selfie! But no, really. Actually, the thing I do when I get a camera is I like to take a picture of my dog and have it as a background because I love my dogs a lot. And we never talked to you. You have quite the mutton chops, good sir. See what you have. People from all over the world seem to gather here in Windfall, hoping to become successful merchants. I suppose you could say this is the island where the people and money come together, but you know what? Money is important, sure, but I was about to say money is more important. Money is important, sure, but don't you think people need to open their hearts a little more than their wallets? I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers along the way. Yeah, I agree with that. Though I also tend to fall into people who worry about money a lot. More specifically, I worry a lot about trying to be preservative and frugal and whatnot above everything else. But yeah, I do agree that people need to focus less on money and more on other stuff. Wow, that sounds really suggestive when I put it that way. What is with me this episode? But let's talk to this lady. If you could indulge me for a moment, please admit that I am looking fine. While I am looking this fine, I could have won me the Miss Windfall Crown back way win. I'm still better looking than all the young girls I know. Well, good thing for you. We can take a picture of you in color with that guy looks like he's screaming in the background. That's not horrifying or anything. Yes, what you want to do is you want to go to this very woman with a very high opinion of herself, and take a picture of her. And you can see if you got it good, that's important for something later. You know, he always shows his picture to me just as soon as he's taken them. Well, let's show her a picture of herself. Well, is this how I look today? Why, I had no idea that the gloss on my skin was so perfect. Just look at me. I am so stunning. Oh, I feel so wonderful now. I have to reward you for making me feel so good about myself. Here. And with that, we get another treasure chart. Open this chart in the map screen, and a place where treasure lies will be lit up. Sail to the area, then use the chart to find the treasure, yes? My son picked it up somewhere, and I would imagine you like this sort of thing, correct? My son likes it, so you must too. I'm not your son, wait. My long-lost mother. Is that you? First, I found Granddad, and now I found Mother. Now it's just time to find... Why did I pull out my sword? That is... Okay, I'm not even gonna... We're just gonna drop that subject and move on. But with that, there's one more place I want to go to before we wrap up this episode. And honestly, it probably would have been better if I just went... Not bash my head into concrete. That's not a good thing to do. I would highly recommend against that. But rather, I say we come up here. And this is by no means required. It doesn't get you anything. But let's head into this store. I wonder if a boy like you will do. It is difficult to tell. Yes, difficult. You see, my one and only daughter Mila was taken away from me to a frightening place called Forsaken Fortress. I have asked many to rescue her, but it seems to be a difficult voyage to that cursed place. Oh, to see my sweet Mila again, my precious little daughter. I worry so over her welfare. I can't recall the last time I slept more than a wink. I sincerely wonder about the wisdom of asking a boy like you to do this. But would you lend a hand to help rescue my precious daughter? Nah, I'm not that mean. You are a brave boy to take on this task. I assure you, if you do rescue her, I will pay you as much money as it takes. I'll give my entire fortune for her safety. Something tells me this isn't going to end well. Well, if you excuse me, I'm going to have to cut the video really quick here. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go take care of something really quick, but unfortunately it is about time for the end of the episode. I just want to go and explore Windfall just a bit more, just to show what else is around here, because I really think Windfall is going to change as we progress in our adventure. Nothing too major, but enough that some characters are going to change, some characters are going to sort of, I don't know if you'd say evolve, but their text will change over time, and it's nice to sort of see what they say now so we can compare to what they will say later. Really, the only person we haven't talked to yet is in here. I think this is the only door we haven't gone into. I mean, there's one other place in Windfall we haven't gone to, but we don't need to go there right now. Oh, and then there's the bomb shop. Oh, never mind. You little weasel! Well, thank you so much for coming into my home and breaking my high-priced vases. If you break any more, I assure you that I shall not let it go lightly. No, sir, not at all. I shall require compensation. You can't tell me what to do. Take that. That. Oh, I can't roll those off. And that. And that. What? You're not going to demand my money? Good. No, wait just one moment. Do you think you could just break someone's vases and leave without paying for them? I must chortle at your naivety. Those happen to be extremely high-class bone china vases that require a minimum of 10 rupees each. 10 rupees is not that expensive. I can find that by cutting grass. Most assuredly, I shall accept compensation for them. Let's see now. That comes to a total of 70 rupees. I shall accept your payment. Yeah, he does take your money. When you break someone else's vase, it's only natural that you compensate them for your loss. You, my boy, are in the wrong because you are your destructive tomfoolery. And now, because of you, I'm going to be even richer than I was quite rich before. The world is a cruel place, isn't it? Don't stand around looking like you've been swindled. Be on your way. Honestly, that's not really swindled so much. If you went into someone's house and broke their pottery, yeah, you should pay for that. Like, that's just not okay. Granted, this is a Zelda game, and that's like the thing you do in Zelda games, but still. Just saying. Well, but yeah, you know, with that, they try to set it up like he's swindling you out of money, but no, like, if you actually went into someone's house and broke their pottery, that's just not okay. You don't do that. I think we're going to end off here for now. We'll talk to you, and you have a lot of chest there. I don't know why that's the first feature I thought to point out, but yep, to sailors like us, the wind's our whole life. It sure be nice if a fair wind blew today. That's all I have to say? You're boring. I did not mean to side jump off, but yes, you can jump around by holding ZL and jumping around. I meant to mention that earlier, but I did not. So with that, next time on Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, we'll finally leave Windfall. I don't want to talk to you. We're good. Okay, that's just making me suspicious of you. Okay, you do that. You do whatever you do. Yeah. So the tinkle bottle I picked up kind of had an inappropriate message in it, but so because you know, good old Miiverse, right? So next time on the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, we're finally going to leave this island and see where we're heading to next. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.